What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to talk about spacing out your succulents. I know a lot of us want to have a very compact or a very bushy succulent pot because that's what we tend to see on the internet or on the social media, and we want to have a succulent pot that looks very bushy, looks very full, and because of that we tend to plant our succulents very close to each other. Now in this video clip, as you can see, I had made a video about watering the rain gutter approximately 3 months back, and here you can see the succulents are quite spaced out. There's a lot of space in between the succulents and it does not look that great. Plus this process takes a very long time. You will see in the next clip of how the arrangement looks after 3 months. Now I would also like to advise you that this process takes a very long time. It is not going to happen overnight, or it's not going to happen in a couple of weeks. It all depends upon the succulents that you have and how fast they tend to grow. The environment also plays a very important role. The type of soil mix that you have and the amount of sunlight that your succulents receive. Now this pot, as you remember, I had said that it receives a good amount of morning direct sunlight, and this is how the succulents look after 3 months. You can see they have all grown very well. They have opened up. The marpin had a lot of pups, and you can see now they are starting to grow up. I had taken out a succulent from this. I will show you too. I planted it separately because I wanted to keep it in a single pot. I had only one of them, so I moved it into a separate pot. I will show it to you in some time. But overall you can see how compact the arrangement has turned out. There is hardly any space, and this succulent, if you remember how it looked very scanty. There was hardly any leaves on it, but now you can see it has grown out to be so beautiful. It also has a good amount of pups. You can see this. So I'm very happy with this, and this is the reason why I say space out your arrangement, space out these succulents, leave enough space, because as and when they will start to grow, the arrangement will start to look bushy. All you have to do is just give it some time, have some patience, and then eventually it will start to look like this. Now again, it depends, as I said, your soil mix, the amount of sunlight the succulent receives, all this also plays a very important role. Apart from that, if you have recently purchased the succulents, it will take even longer because these succulents were already in my environment. They were already adapted in my environment. But when I exposed them to morning direct sunlight and they were getting everything that was needed for their growth, you can see how well they have spread out, and they have made this spot very compact. Of course, it's going to be very difficult to clean up the leaves, the dry leaves, because usually the dry leaves are going to be like this. So it's going to be a little difficult. I might probably have to take them out once the rains have gone away. I will take them out because it's going to be very difficult to clean this. Plus there are a lot of pups. So I want to give my marpin enough space for it to grow. I think even this marpin might have some pups. I'm not very sure because this one was the smallest one. I'm not very sure if this one has pups, but you can see this one is completely filled with pups on the base. So I might probably take it out later on, or maybe all three of them and put them in individual pots. But again, I'm going to wait. Probably I'll do it maybe after a month or maybe 2 months. No hurry. The succulent is going to be absolutely fine. Now, as I said, these were my succulents. They were already in my environment, so they happen to grow much faster. But if you have recently purchased your succulents, it will take even more longer because the succulents have come from a very different environment. They have to first get adjusted to your environment, and then they will have to focus on their growth. So for me, it has taken 3 months. Maybe for you, it might take 4 months, 5 months, or 6 months. Again, depending upon the environment and climate, the type of soil mix that you have, how much amount of morning sunlight the succulent gets. These all things have to be considered. If you're not going to offer a good amount of morning direct sunlight, then probably the process is going to take even longer. So it all depends upon your environment and climate as well. But the most important thing, space out, give enough space for the succulents to grow. Initially, 2 2 or 3 months, they are not going to look very attractive. The pot is going to look very scanty, very spaced out. A lot of us do not like such arrangements. Even I, when I initially make the arrangement, it is not very appealing, but I know after 3 months or 4 months, this is how the arrangement is going to look like. So always keep enough space in between the succulents. Most of the graptovarias, echuvarias, graptopetalums, they will start to open up. They tend to grow more wide compared to our sedums. They tend to grow more vertically. But when you have an arrangement like this, when you know that these are rosettes, they are going to open over the period of time. So leave enough space between them. So that's about it, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.